Hey again, my heroes. So, back for my review of Boku no Hero chapter 226, and yo, I've been thinking about this shit all morning. It's like, we all knew quirks could evolve, right? Like, that was pretty much a set in stone thing for I think at least the past 100 chapters or so, or at least they brought it up multiple times that over the generations quirks have been evolving and getting stronger and stronger. But this is I think the first real example we're seeing of it happening in the heat of combat. Cause before, Toga was not able to do this shit. She was not able to drink someone's blood or ingest someone's blood and then use their quirk. Now, based on what it looks like happens here, she used Ochako's quirk, but the more she uses it or the longer she uses it, the less she can maintain Ochako's form, her transformed state. So it's she can transform for as long as she wants to, and she can keep that form up for as long as she wants. But if she starts using that person's quirk, then, then the facade starts to dissipate and she starts to go back to her normal self. At least that's what it's looking like here. But that's besides the point. She sits up there, and mind you, Toga is a tank for this, okay? Because it's she ingested explosive blood. Okay, her internal organs are all fucked up. And then she gets just pounded and fucked up again and again by these Quirk Liberation Army people. And then Curious is just over here being a savage with the words. If I read you some of this shit that she's saying, it's it's all true. It really is. Everything that she's saying about Toga is true, and she makes an incredibly good case. Hang on, let me go back to page, I think it's page 5. It's either page 4 or 5. Let me see. So Toga's basically getting pissed off that that this reporter is telling her that she could have led a normal life. She's asking why did she decide to abandon her normal life, trying to assume that Toga ever had a normal life to begin with. And she brings up a good point. It's alright, you are the way you are because your quirk is what it is. You ingest blood in order to transform and activate your quirk. So it's society was really always going to cast you out and make you out to be a freak. So it's society is kind of to blame for making you act this way, but internally you were always this way. You were destined to be a villain and a psychopath and a murderer. But Toga doesn't deny this. She's yeah, you're right, but I'm still gonna kill you. And then this entire time, Curious is just laying into her with the insults and just constantly blowing her up and getting her beat up by these Meta Liberation Army people. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's crazy. And it's Toga takes all of these explosions point blank to the face multiple times, and then she gets up. Her internal organ, she's bleeding internally. Took multiple point blank explosions right to the face. This chick, let me bring it up here. She has this thing called the Detonaretco High Quality Chain Ring, and from what it looks like, it channels the power of her quirk and allows her to punch things and make them explode. Or it forms around her hand, she touches it, and as long as she's touching it and she's punching something, it can explode. So basically Bakugo's grenade bracers, but just a slightly weaker version of them. So then she hits Toga point blank with that multiple times, and just the panel that I'm looking at right now where she has her just on the floor, dead to rights. There's this one chick in the background that looks like Mob Psycho 100 with longer female hair, and it's so funny. I'm just noticing that. But and then it's she's just laying into Toga, letting her run, trying to get the scoop of the century basically, because she's You're one of the most popular serial killers around right now, and I gotta get my scoop, I gotta get my story, because that's her shtick. She's a reporter, basically. But, bruh, what Toga does at the end of this chapter is just fucking ridiculous. She transforms into Ochako, and, Curious is still laying into her with the insults and everything. And then Ochako gets up, like as Curious is about to land the killing blow. Ochako touches her, and then Curious starts floating, and then Ochako runs through all of the well, not runs through them, but she like swerves through them, touches them all, and then notices that she can use Ochako's quirk, and she's surprised, and she's just like, and then Curious is up there like, what the hell? Reports only said that she could change her appearance. What the hell is going on here? And then Himiko is just like, oh, okay, I remember how Ochako's quirk works. You're all the way up there still floating. You have no way to break your fall. Release. Meteor drops her. And I'm pretty sure when she did that, she meteor dropped all the other guys too. Because she touched a bunch of people. So she's just, like, they're going to have to censor the fuck out of this in the anime because this was bloody as shit. Like, there was blood everywhere by the end of this. Like, that Curious was nothing more than a bloody stain on the ground by the end of this chapter. And it's like, that just goes to show you that the League of Villains are not fucking around. And this brings into question, because she still has Ochako's blood, that brings into question if she still has any of Izuku's. And then if she can use One for All, because it's already been shown that people like Monoma can't use One for All because, he can use like the base form of it, but he can't use the power stacking aspect of it. And that might be the same case here with Toga, but like there's no telling whether it is or it isn't. So if she so now basically if she gets more of Ochako's blood, she could sit up there and just basically use Ochako's quirk whenever she wants to, as long as she can maintain Ochako's form. It seems like we need more explanation. So then when you see this, it brings into question, what's this going to mean for the rest of the Meta Liberation Army? You know what I mean? Like, what's this going to mean for Twice, for Mr. Compress? And what is this especially going to mean for Shigaraki? Because, like, I'm in the camp that thinks that when All for One breaks out of jail, not if, when he breaks out of jail, he will give his quirk to Tomura, and All for One is going to die right there. And then around the same time, All Might's gonna die. Like, they're both gonna die at the same time. And then that's when it's gonna be Shigaraki versus Deku. And that's probably gonna be the first real time that they fight, I think. Because at some point, Shigaraki's gonna have to fight Deku. And I think, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be like, oh, Deku's not gonna, fight Shigaraki until, the very end of the story. No. I think they're gonna have a couple of fights. Deku is gonna probably win the first one. Shigaraki might win the second one. And then, the last big climactic fight that they have, Deku's gonna win. But, it's probably gonna cost him something, and, it might cost him his powers. We don't know. But this chapter alone proves that quirks can evolve and mutate at any given time. And really, the preset condition for it seems to be either stress or closeness to death. So right now, all we can do is just keep reading and see what happens. But I'm liking Toga a lot more. Her backstory is fucked up and tragic at the same time. And now with this power up that she just got, there's a whole bunch of doors that can be opened for her and other characters. So that's basically all that I've got to say for this review right now. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you heroes in the next one. Goodbye.